Which food causes tooth decay? Sugary snacks. Which drink helps brain focus? Plain water. Which habit burns the most fat? Daily walking. Which fat is bad for the heart? Trans fats. Which drink is best for the liver? Green tea. Which mineral strengthens bones? Calcium. Which mineral helps lower blood pressure? Potassium. What keeps blood sugar stable? Fiber. Which fruit is high in vitamin C? Strawberry. What is the body's main filter? Kidneys. What builds strong muscles? Amino acids. Which is the bad cholesterol? LDL. What is the main source of quick energy? Glucose. Which mineral prevents anemia? Iron. Which vegetable is good for eyesight? Spinach. Which nut is good for brain health? Walnuts. What is a normal resting heart rate? (60 to 100 beats per minute). What is a low oxygen level called? Hypoxia. What is the average body temperature in Celsius? 37 degrees. What is high blood sugar called? Hyperglycemia. What is the top number in blood pressure called? Systolic. What is the main purpose of sweating? To cool the body. Where does digestion start? In the mouth. Where is bile stored in the body? Gallbladder. Which hormone is for fight or flight? Adrenaline. Which organ removes liquid waste? The bladder. Which organ controls breathing? The brainstem. Which vessel carries blood back to the heart? Veins. Where is water absorbed in the body? Large intestine. What is the job of white blood cells? To fight infection. What is the main muscle used for breathing? Diaphragm. Which heart chamber pumps blood to the body? Ventricle. How many bones does a baby have? 300. What is the hardest substance in the human body? Enamel. What is the smallest bone in the body? Stapes. Where is most bacteria found in the body?
In the mouth. What is the largest organ of the human body? Skin. What is the average length of the small intestine? 6 to 7 meters. Which vitamin is needed for blood clotting? Vitamin K. Which vitamin do we get from the sun? Vitamin D. Which gas do we breathe in? Oxygen. Which organ pumps blood? The heart. How many lungs do we have? Two. What bone protects our brain? The skull. Which of these is a healthy snack? Fruit. Which organ helps you talk? The larynx. How many senses do we have? Five. Which sense uses the ears? Hearing. What is the color of healthy blood? Red. Where is the funny bone located? The elbow. Which organ is used for thinking? The brain. What covers our whole body? Skin. Which food is good for strong teeth? Milk. What part of the body do we use to smell? The nose. Which organ helps you see? Eyes. What do we use to taste food? The tongue. Which organ is shaped like a balloon? Lungs. What organ is found inside our chest? The heart. Which system helps you stand up? The skeleton. What should we do to stay fit? Exercise.
How many questions did you get right? Tell us your score in the comments below. If you enjoyed this quiz, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Keep your brain active and check out our next quiz video right now.